welcome everybody to the first ever Virtual Trade, Apprentice and Trainee of the Year Awards. We have all had such a challenging year, and despite all our best efforts, the usual face-to-face award ceremonies just weren't possible. However, it is important that we continue to recognise the achievement of our trades who are working tirelessly on the front line of this pandemic, and our valued apprentices and management trainees who we continue to support in reaching their career aspirations. Fortem is a very special place to work, a place where careers are made and opportunities created. So this is a message for all of you. Continue to learn, develop, grow, and when your opportunity is presented to you, grab it firmly with both hands. Every year, we're astounded by the calibre and commitment of you, our ambassadors, and I hope that you will enjoy this first ever online event to mark your achievements. Please now see a film of our Rotherham For Life Academy demonstrating our newest commitment to the ongoing training, support and investment of all our employees across the business.
We're really excited to bring this industry-leading, innovative training centre to Rotherham. The centre's opening to provide a whole range of training for all our staff, for our employees, our trades and our local community. Last year we delivered training to over 6,800 people. That's a staggering 32,000 hours of training and a huge £1.1 million investment by Fortem in their people. We're really proud of that and we look forward to seeing more people, more trainers coming forward and helping us to create our vision of being that centre of excellence.
This facility here in Rotherham certainly impacts on what we do and the impact on compliance in general. What we do quite often find is the apprentices that we employ, because of the nature of our work, they struggle to do certain elements within our working environment. So early last year we looked at a plan to implement training rigs to give our third year apprentices an insight into the work that quite often we struggle to give them. But it's really important for me that we're setting the standards, maintaining our standards from a gas safety, electrical safety and fire safety perspective by giving our tradesmen the opportunity to come in and smoothly follow their apprenticeship portfolios.
It can bring a wealth of opportunities really, not just for internal people, development opportunities for our own people, but actually outside in the communities, clients, customers alike. We have our Pathways for Life programme, which is all around upskilling people into employment, training and employment. And what we can do at the For Life Academy is offer opportunities to upskill people, particularly tenants, because we have to understand that in this day and age we work in communities where poverty is, it is the norm for a lot of people. So to be able to upskill those people that in homes that we work in, this saves them money, it saves time, some great stuff that we can do with customers. I have worked in a lot of places around the country and I have never come across a facility as great as this, particularly in the north. I think we've just got a unique facility that we can share with everybody that would like to use it.
For Life Academy plays a key role in growing our own. Not only do we want to attract and retain the best people who have our values and behaviours, we want to support and nurture their development and growth. We want to make sure they can be the very best apprentices, management trainees, trades and staff. Watch this space.
Great stuff. Now, without further ado, let's get into the awards. Our first award category is our Apprentice graduation. We have 76 apprentices working in Fortem and a further 28 to join us later in the year. Statistics we are immensely proud of. This year we have 7 apprentices graduating from programs that have lasted between 2 and 4 years depending on their trade. I'm proud to announce the following apprentices have successfully graduated. The first graduating apprentice is Max Ward, an apprentice plumber from our Orbit contract. Well done, Max. Secondly, we have Nathan Hurley, an apprentice carpenter, again on our Orbit contract. Well done, Nathan. And Scott Williams, apprentice roofer from Orbit. Well done, Scott. Dexter Kingston. Guess where he's from? Absolutely. He's an apprentice carpenter on Orbit. Well done, Dexter. And Connor Dunphy from Birmingham. Apprentice plumber. Well done, Connor. Congratulations to you. And Scott McKellar at PA Housing, our apprentice roofer down there in London. Well done, Scott. And well done for graduating. May I say to all 7 of you guys, well done. Now go on and make the very best of your opportunity. And may we wish you a long and enjoyable career in the industry. And now on to our next award. This is the Special Achievement Award. So this year we want to recognise the special achievements attained by our apprentices within their college, our business and in the industry. These guys are held up as the exemplar in college, in business and in the industry. I am pleased to announce that the recipient of the Special Achievement Award this year is... It's Daniel Nicholson, apprentice carpenter at PA Housing. Congratulations, Daniel. Well done and keep up the hard work. And on to our Young Persons Award for Customer Excellence. For this next award, we have teamed up with PA Housing. PA Housing, our longest established client down there in London. And we are delighted to be able to recognise young people who have delivered outstanding customer service and have been recognised by their peers, by clients and tenants alike for their contribution. PA Housing have kindly sponsored this award and donated £500 to recognise the achievements of this year's winner, reflecting theirs and our joint passion for putting customers first. This year, 2 individuals were selected for the award. These individuals have been nominated because they've received compliments from our tenants, have outstanding attendance and commitment, and go above and beyond in the community and for our customers. The nominations this year were outstanding, and this has been an incredibly close call. The 2 nominees are Daniel Morgan, Birmingham, apprentice carpenter, and George Simpson, PA Housing, apprentice electrician. And the drum rolls, I think. And the winner of the Young Persons Award for Customer Excellence is Daniel Morgan from Birmingham. Well done, Daniel. And our next award is Cultural Ambassador of the Year. Understanding and living our values and behaviours is at the heart of our business. This culture is what makes our company strong and resilient. The Cultural Ambassador Award is where we celebrate just one individual who has consistently demonstrated our core values and lives every day our people who care ethos. I'm pleased to announce that this year our Cultural Ambassador Award goes to Craig Bain, multi-trade plumber, Equity, Johnny Johnson. Well done, Craig. Great achievement. Our next award is the Outstanding Contribution Award. This award is to celebrate individuals or teams in the business that consistently go above and beyond for our communities, our clients and our tenants. They strive to make a difference, have a burning desire to improve performance, and seek to go that extra mile in all that they do. There was only one winner for this award this year, and I'm pleased to announce that this year's winner of the Outstanding Contribution Award goes to the Birmingham Gas Team. Now let's take a look at why they've won.
It's a team of around 15 to 16 guys that are doing annual gas safety checks and services on boilers and gas appliances for Birmingham City Council.
I took over probably about 15 months or so ago now, and the service just seemed to be lacking that bit of cohesion, communication between engineers, staff and our smart hub down in Hitchin.
The problems that we used to encounter were poor stock on the vans, travelling distances that were unnecessary.
Issues with sending engineers to same addresses, lack of knowledge of skill set.
There would be jobs that was passed on for a follow-on and the wrong engineer would be sent, so instead of sending a plumber to the job, they would send a gas man, or instead of sending back a service engineer, they would send a repair engineer.
Last year we was having lots of problems with no access, where we was going out to 11 jobs but probably only getting into half. It was frustrating because you know that the job's going to come back next week, and then with next week you got the next week's work as well, and it's hard to catch up.
It was stressful and it's really difficult because you can't turn your work life off. So even though I've got a young family, I go home and think of work. So we would switch on our laptops on at 5 o'clock in the evening to try and catch up.
A lot of the drive to change come from the staff involved and the engineers. It was this time last year where we had a non-compliant figure on servicing of around 250 jobs, and we was getting a lot of negative attention from the client, which obviously fed down into the team, and it bred a bad kind of atmosphere. So we all got together, spoke about it between ourselves in branch and down at the Smart and engineers, and said we can't carry on this way. Something needs to change. We need to change the way we do things and how we do it. And by talking, having regular interactions with one another, motivating each other, it's a completely different place to be.
A year on, servicing is now at its best position that we have seen it. We are following process and our non-compliant has dropped from 700 down to 2.
The number of outstanding jobs we've got has reduced a lot since I've started.
Our repairs whip is really low on gas. We've maintained a solid foundation of good gas engineers, and everyone, it's just a happier place to be compared to where it was 15 months ago.
Things have changed now for the better. We're now based at Stonebrook Way with a client directly above us in the same building. Smart Hub are more comfortable with us and we're more comfortable with them. The guys now have got fully loaded van stocks that have got everything that they need or should need when they encounter a responsive breakdown.
They're fitted with internal and external dash cams to make it a safer place to be.
We've had new PDAs, we've had new total mobile, so the job gets sent down to you straight away.
It brings up maps for the guys so it's quicker and more efficient to get to their jobs.
And also we get like apprentices to train. You get an extra pair of hands, sometimes you need that on a job. And I also like the fact that you're teaching someone else to improve their life.
It's just that one team approach to deliver a good service to the customers out in the field.
The guys, they're all very professional and they're constantly wanting to do better.
I feel that it's a really good team to work for.
We complement each other's skills a lot.
It's the excitement that I get when I come to work. Everyone works together and everyone goes that extra mile to help each other out.
The team has achieved a massive turnaround. I feel proud to be a part of the team and the turnaround of our performance.
It makes me feel really proud to be a part of this team. The things that everybody's achieving and the productivity that keeps getting better and better, it's only going to improve, and this time next year will be even better.
I know it might sound really cheesy and a lot of people might laugh, but the three words I'd use to describe the team is people who care. And I mean that in a way that everyone looks out for one another and everyone supports each other, and that makes me proud to come to work and then go home of an evening with a smile on my face.
And now on to our next award, the Best Trade Performers. You, our trades, are our front line and the face of us all. Working in many thousands of homes, you deliver our services brilliantly every day, and we can't thank you enough. Your efforts don't go unrecognised. It is therefore with great pleasure that I announce these awards. We have two categories. We have voids and we have repairs /gas. And we also have third place, second place and first place for each. So the best performers in our voids service. The third place award goes to Mark Tinley from Birmingham. Well done, Mark. Brilliant job. The second place award goes to Michael Kaspersi from Birmingham. Well done, Michael. Great performance. And the first place Void Best Performer Award goes to Trevor Jones, Equity Johnny Johnson. Well done, Trevor. Brilliant job. The repairs /gas best performers are in third place. It's John Hickey at PA Housing. Well done, John. Great stop. In second place, we have Paul Bistokett from PA Housing. Another PA Housing. Well done, Paul. And in first place, it can only go to Armourdeep Bangor, again from PA Housing. Superb performance, Armourdeep. Well done. And well done to all you guys, our best performers. And now we come on to our Leaving a Legacy Award. Our commitment to our social responsibilities is crucial to our future. We create a culture where all our employees are provided with time to make a difference to something or someone else. We've undertaken projects across the business for organisations including Acorns Children Hospice, Abbey School, Cypher Fireside, Crisis and Birmingham Children's Trust. Let's take an opportunity to reflect on some of the fantastic achievements delivered by our staff, our trades and apprentices in enhancing our communities. Please join me in congratulating everybody here and across the business who have made a real difference in leaving a legacy in our communities this year. Some great work. Well done, absolutely everybody. Moving on to this year's 3 finalists for leaving a legacy award. First, let's take a moment to look at them.
So before Fortem came, I think we had this dilapidated caretaker's house that you look at and think, actually, what can we do as a school? You know, the budget's not there, where do we go from here? So what Fortem did was come along and give us a vision, really, in terms of how it could look. I think for us, in the first instance, what we wanted was a working space for our children. What it provided has been so much more than that. So it is used as a crash pad for social care. So for children that go into care and have got nowhere to stay, the caretaker's house is used for that. It gives children who are at the most vulnerable point of their life just somewhere to stay, some respite over a couple of nights before they move on to a new journey within their life. Work Fortem have done has been quite large over a period of years, actually. So yes, they did the caretaker's house, that was a huge part of the work, but they've maintained a commitment to the school. So what's happened as a result of that is they've developed the garden so that the garden can be used by the children to maintain and develop further. They've also been involved in setting up different employment opportunities, so face-to-face encounters, work experience, helping build CVs and working alongside staff and students to deliver careers and enterprise work. And then right up until recently with Steam Street is a project that is done by the school, but Fortem have been involved a little bit in the background, looking at how they can get their contacts involved with the street. Steam Street is turning a corridor into a working street. The idea about that is that the specialist classrooms, so things like food technology, DT, ICT, meeting rooms, become sponsored by businesses. And what businesses do is offer their time, they offer their uniform and their ethos. And then from that, work experience. What it does is teach children not only about financial viability and sustainability, but those absolute preparing for adulthood skills and that all children need, particularly our children. Lee Garbutt's been involved as our Careers and Enterprise Advisor. Lee's been involved with us 5 years, and what she's helped us do as part of Steam Street is put us into contact with potential businesses that could be involved. The legacy is the impact of they're still involved in the school and still continue to be involved in the school. So it's not just being about the caretaker's house, it's about the time that they've given to provide us with community projects, because actually when you work together, great things can be achieved.
We're a community centre based on the Bell Foundry area of Loughborough. The community centre helps anyone who comes through the doors. We help people fill in forms for benefits. We help point them towards food banks. We've got computers, they can do job search, they can do CVs. We've got a free telephone. We have been very lucky with Fortem. We needed the kitchen done. It was a really old design and we didn't have a lot of workspace. So we hoped for something that would use the space well and give us more opportunity to do buffet food and packed lunches and catering for events that we have. Fortem were doing some things in the area anyway and very kindly came to help us with a kitchen. Yeah, we were absolutely thrilled. You know, it was just what we needed. And they gave us a clear blueprint of what they wanted to do. That was helpful because there was a certain space and I knew exactly how I wanted it. Well, the impact's been massive. I mean, the fact that we can now get in there, we can start new little groups up, we can have cooking groups. We have got another chap coming in a few weeks who is going to make bread and soup. It's great for stuff like that. We have a games evening every other fortnight, which a kitchen has helped immensely with. That is something that just would not happen, and we feed 15 to 20 people on that games evening every other fortnight. It's just lovely to see people get together and eat together and have fun. The people in this area need the centre to be here. A lot of them would be very isolated. We can serve the community and we can serve them better. We need to all work together and make this the best it can be for the people of this area.
I'm a qualified primary school teacher, I've taught for over 30 years, but my role here is very much outdoor education. So it's sort of twofold. Partly is developing the school grounds to maximise that for learning, and also to work with staff and pupils and ways that we can use the outdoors to further develop children's learning and opportunities. I had a quite major vision of what I wanted to achieve here. So my vision was to create 2 outdoor classroom areas with whiteboards so staff could deliver exactly the same lesson that they would normally do within a classroom, but they could actually deliver it out in the fresh air, surrounded by the grass, the trees, the birds singing, which is so much better for children. Fortem were already on site. They were already building some additional classrooms in school. As soon as I saw they were there, I was straight in there looking for ways that we could work together.
For me, it was a chance to help the local area that I was working in. We kind of got involved in terms of getting subcontractors involved, getting them to help out with plant and materials. We get offered to do quite a lot of community work, and this one is quite local to me, and I wanted to give back to the community. I was there for 2 days. It was good. We all worked really well together. It was difficult at times because of the conditions. It was raining a lot, especially on the second day. It was very heavy, but we still got through it.
They were able to help us with our fencing, which involved digging large holes and concreting posts in. The lads worked so hard on that, and in a couple of days we got the whole fence in, and that would have taken me months. And then on the other side, materials. We were able to reuse some of the materials that are surplus or cut-offs or leftovers from the current building project. So they were able to provide us with materials as well as the labour, and that made a massive difference to our project. At all stages, they were fully engaged, and we've got people coming back in their own time and in dinner times to dig another hole, to put another bit of bark chippings down. They were really involved in the project. The impact of alfresco has just been amazing, because suddenly teachers had a space to come out in where they could deliver the same learning that they were giving within the classroom, but in an outdoor environment. And I think most of the staff have been amazed at the impact being outdoors has on their children.
It's definitely better being outside than inside. When you're out here, you can hear the birds singing while you're doing your work.
I think it's better to come outside because if we do our science, it's like we're using the nature to help us do it. The birds are whistling, it feels like you've got freedom, and who wants to be stuck in a classroom where you've got lights when you can come outside and have natural light?
It's so much better for mental well-being. The children are calmer, they're able to concentrate, and they love being outside. Just seeing their faces sitting out in these little den spaces we've got and doing that work, the same work that they're doing in class, but sitting on a rug in a den with the birds singing round you and the sun shining on you, has got to be better for you than sitting in a classroom.
It's always nice to give back, especially to a school that needs it. For anyone out there in Fortem, definitely get involved. You know, it's a great opportunity to help those that you work with, and I've seen on first-hand experience that they really do appreciate it at the end of the day, and your time and effort is not wasted.
Fortem have been absolutely brilliant. They welcomed me with open arms right from the very beginning. It wasn't just something they had to do, it was something they wanted to do, because they could see what impact that would then have on the 500 plus kids we've got here, and that's good for the soul. Doing projects like that have a really good feel factor.
So, the 3 finalists are Alfresco Community Classroom at the Michael Drayton Primary School, Mario's Tinetti Centre for Charnwood Borough Council, and Abbey School in Rotherham. I am delighted that this year's Leaving a Legacy Award winner is the Alfresco Community Classroom at the Michael Drayton Primary School. Well done to everybody who participated in that great project. Well done. And so on to our next award. This next award is to recognise those individuals that mentor and coach our apprentices behind the scenes. Our Mentor of the Year award. This year, we have been overwhelmed from reading the stories of what a true difference a mentor can have, not only in their apprentices' work lives, but also in their personal lives and in making them fully rounded individuals. You, our mentors, should be proud of what you do, proud of the impact you have on our young people's lives. This year we had 27 nominations for this award. It is without a doubt that without these individuals, some of our apprentices would not still be within our business. Their transition to the world of work starts a new chapter in life, and one that requires commitment, dedication and persistence. Let's please take a moment to look at this year's finalists. I'm pleased to announce that the second place award for Mentor of the Year is Daniel Hancock's from Birmingham. Well done, Daniel. Great stuff. Thank you very, very much on behalf of your apprentice or apprentices. But now on to the winner of this prestigious award, the Mentor of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honour to be announcing this year's Mentor of the Year is Malcolm Arkell from Birmingham. Well done, Malcolm. Absolutely great performance. Celebrate like heck because you deserve to celebrate. Thank you for your efforts. And now for the award that I'm sure many of you, mostly apprentices, have been waiting for. This is the Apprentice of the Year award, our major award of this section. The Apprentice of the Year is awarded to an individual who demonstrates exceptional standards, both at work and college, has outstanding values in their role as an ambassador for the business, and a desire to truly make a difference. This year we have had 26 apprentices nominated for this award. 26 have been nominated, and they were shortlisted to 4 finalists. 4 finalists who were then interviewed by Mick Williamson, Managing Director, and Claire Holland, Head of Central Support. A feat that must not go unrecognised. So our finalists of the year are Nathan Hurley, apprentice carpenter for Orbit. Connor Dunphy, apprentice plumber for Birmingham. Scott McKellar, apprentice carpenter at PA Housing. And Ryan Kendrick, apprentice plumber for Midland Heart. Please, let's take a moment to see a short film from those who have been nominated this year as one of the finalists.
We're here today to discuss Nathan Hurley, Apprentice Carpenter. He's been with us a while now. He's been nominated for Apprentice of the Year, and we need to put forward why he deserves to win.
Well, I'll step in there. I think Nathan should win Apprentice of the Year because he is simply the best. The last 2 years, I would say he's gone from being quite shy and timid and not really wanting to open up and get on, but now it's like having a fully qualified tradesman working with me.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you said about Nathan being very shy. When he first came in, he found it very difficult to speak to people. The confidence wasn't there, but now he's just grown from strength to strength.
Yeah, I agree. When he comes into the office now, he's always asking if we need to do anything, if I need any boxes moved, or he goes and he will notice there's a rubbish in the yard. He'll say, do you want me to sweep it up?
I'm just going to touch on that Celeste actually, because when I had him as apprentice for the last 2 years, the back of my van, it was spotless. It used to go in there, tidy it up, he knew where everything was, more so than me sometimes.
You saying being organised as well. When we did the odd job week, where we went out to different schemes, picking up odd jobs for different people, he actually worked with one of my apprentices, and I had nothing but good reports coming back from him because he seemed to take charge of that.
Yeah.
He seemed to be organising through himself on what was going on.
He is proactive about stuff, and
that's sort of following the Fortem's values and behaviours really, isn't it? Which is what we're all for here, isn't it? He's put himself forward for some of the community things we wanted to do. We did a community event where they went round some of the elderly sheltered schemes, and he volunteered to go around and do the odd jobs for 2 weeks. And every morning he'd come in and he'd be cheery and smiley and say, right, what's on for today? He's just offered to do anything.
Now, one thing I found out was Nathan is actually a new dad. And he's had to do all of this while becoming a new dad and having very little sleep, I've no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Being a dad myself, that does amaze me that he's actually got through that.
he doesn't get to go to the villa as much as he used to.
So we've got to describe Nathan in 3 words.
Confident now.
Yeah, that would be, yeah, I agree with that. I think he's fun. He sounds fun from what you've said. Sometimes. Would you say tired?
Tired
you Dad?
Yeah, I'd say he's ambitious as well. He does want to go somewhere and prove something to himself that he can do it. So
we're going for confident, fun and ambitious.
Yeah.
Yeah. That describes him to a T, I think. He is the best and he should win. He does deserve to win.
So we're here to talk about Ryan Kendrick and why we think he deserves to be Apprentice of the Year.
He's doing better than his brother.
That's it. I think he'll overtake me.
I've been with him about a year now. Good team player, he works at Fortem really well. He's Fortem through and through. I don't think people realise how much he sacrificed to start with this job, and he's kept it going all the way through.
Yeah, that was one of my main concerns with, obviously, I know Ryan, his background. He was on a lot more money. He took a massive pay cut, which put pressure on his fiancée.
Yeah.
He's obviously got a kid that he provides for. So that was a big worry for me. And I really thought he wouldn't stick it out to the end. And he's come in, he gets involved with all the charity stuff. I think his first week, he'd come and done a 67-mile bike ride with us for charity.
Yeah, but it took him 2 months to recover.
He's just excelled and he's done a lot better than what I thought he was doing.
Yeah, I think he's just threw himself into everything, hasn't he? He's got involved in everything. He even comes into the office before work at 7 o'clock with you.
He's got ambition, he wants to progress, he wants to better himself. First one to put his hand up regardless of what the activity is.
Got involved in the employee forum as well.
It's not just picking his own trade up either, as he's doing multi-skilling.
He always communicates well with the tenants as well, making sure the appointments are booked in, that they understand the work that's going on in the property, or if there's follow-on works that need doing.
He's even offered to help me out on weekends to do plastering jobs. Whether they're private or not, doesn't matter, but...
What do you think the best 3 words would be to describe Ryan?
He's honest, very honest. And you need to be honest in this game. That's
passionate.
my word.
I'd say he's passionate.
Yeah.
He loves his job and he puts everything into it.
I would pick ambitious, which goes along with what you said, being passionate. He knows he's got an idea in his head where he wants to be. He wanted to get a trade background. He knows he wants to become part of management at some point. So he's definitely got plenty of ambition.
Can we only have 3? Because he's hungry as well.
I'll make it 4.
He's always eating.
For me, just proud, as his brother, proud of how far he's come, to what he's come into. Not just getting a trade background, he's looking at the wider picture.
He doesn't just sit back and just say, oh yeah, well, I'm happy doing this. He wants to progress and progress and progress, which I think he will do.
We're here today to speak about Scott McKellar. I think we'll agree that he should be Apprentice of the Year. The reason I believe he should be is that he's always positive. I've never seen the negative side of him.
Never does things half-heartedly, always aiming to do a first-time fix. Good lad to be around. Really positive energy, love that.
Well, on top of that, he's always there willing to go and actually help others when needed. He's not one to back down from it, even if it's not his trade he's learning, he's still willing to go and give you a hand. So,
yeah,
top lad.
I mean, he's always helped me out on different jobs. He's always willing to sort of push himself that bit further if he needs to.
Yeah, whenever you call him, he always says yes, never says no, always does everything with a smile on his face.
I've learned a few things along the way with working with him as well. Obviously, I'm a qualified roofer, but he knows more stuff than what I do with the new terms of roofing now. So it's nice to get a bit of feedback from him.
Another reason I think is he's so far ahead on his course. It's borderline being a year, finishing a year early, but it shows how much effort he's put in. He leaves his kids at home for 2 weeks solid to go up to Birmingham to do it.
Yeah,
definitely.
I totally agree. And with a young family especially, travelling up to Birmingham, the 2-week periods, being away from the family, I think that's a lot to ask for, and he never complains about it. He just gets on with it, gets his head down and gets the work done.
And nothing seems to faze him at all, because now he's finished this course, he's now thinking ahead about doing another course. He doesn't just want to put his eggs in one basket. So he definitely deserves the award, 100%.
He's definitely one to watch.
Yeah. Don't want him overtaking me though.
So 3 words to sum up Scott.
3 words, genuine top bloke.
Yeah.
So Connor, why do we think he should win?
I always find him a very approachable engineer, very responsive to the emergencies and very proactive, and he's always got a chirpy personality to him.
So yeah, I think I've had him under me for a few months. He's never let me down. He's always willing to help. Numerous times he stayed late for tenants just because he was worried about them. He always books his follow-ons, which is quite a big thing for us. So when he goes to a job, if he needs more time, he doesn't just leave it like some people do. He'll book it in, get it sorted there and then. And I genuinely don't think we've got a more helpful and friendly engineer.
I've been passing a lot of jobs to him, very serious jobs, and he's been taking them and dealing with them, and all the while I never knew he was an apprentice because he was that good. So it was a shock when I found out he was an apprentice. He is that good.
I think we've just always treated him as another trade. I think you actually forget he's an apprentice, don't you?
Because yeah, I actually didn't realise he was an apprentice because he just does the same amount of work as every other plumber that we have. Yeah, definitely. He's one of the ones I can always rely on to get my jobs done.
Definitely, and he's also willing to help out on other roles. He helps out on the guttering to no odds.
Again, he's only an apprentice, helping out on the guttering, moving around different parts of Birmingham.
And he's actually a plumber. So that's not actually his job to do the guttering.
Exactly, that's right.
And again, he doesn't moan, he just jumps in and tries his best.
And he's afraid of heights.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he still goes up on the ladder, even though he's scared of heights, to get the job done. So that really shows his commitment to...
And he's never said that to me once.
Whenever he has phoned up for big follow-ons and stuff, I always find him polite
willing to help.
He's just a fantastic apprentice, and I believe he should win this.
Also, has anyone noticed how he sounds just like Joe Tully from spending way too much time with him?
You never know, he might grow the moustache as well.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Could you imagine?
So how would you guys describe Connor in 3 words?
Proactive. He's always responsive to repairs and gets the work done.
I would say he's a doer. He literally, anything we give him, nothing's too much of a challenge.
Reliable, friendly, hardworking with a hyphen.
And if you win this, you better finish all your jobs every day, Mum.
Yeah, that's right.
Otherwise we're going to fall out.
Great film, and 4 people properly recognised for their performance. So, what we've all been waiting for, the winner of this year's Apprentice of the Year, is an individual who goes out of his way to help all around him. He constantly goes above and beyond for customers, often staying late to make sure they are happy. He's an extremely polite, respectful young man, and has never been in trouble, and is a pleasure to have in training. This person oozes the Fortem's values and behaviours in abundance, and is clearly an asset to our business. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, and if you can, be upstanding for this year's Apprentice of the Year. The award goes to Connor Dunphy, Apprentice Plumber, Birmingham. Connor, well done! Fantastic achievement! Well done, Connor, and great job! And now we move on to the Management Trainee of the Year Awards. We've celebrated the fantastic achievements of our trades and apprentices, and now it's time to recognise our management trainees. Our management trainees have been given a fantastic opportunity to gain experience, learn new skills, and develop within a culture of support, ambition, and opportunity within Fortem. Now is our chance to celebrate them and their achievements, along with those who have supported them along the way. Our first award is our Mentor of the Year award. A trainee mentor is someone who provides support, advice, and offers genuine friendship throughout a trainee's journey within Fortem. We've had 24 nominees for Mentor of the Year, and let's see who these guys are. Some great nominations there, some great people there. Third place, Mentor of the Year award. This person's nominations said about this person. They will always manage to keep a smile on their face and be successful in their work. They have been super supportive, allowing me to increase my confidence and teach me an awful lot. They are always happy to listen and give me advice. This person's positive outlook on life lifts people up. In third place, we have Declan Whittingslow, National Environmental Advisor. Well done, Declan. Great performance. We now move on to the second place Mentor of the Year. It was incredibly close between first and second, with only one vote separating the two nominees. In second place, this person's nominees said of them, "This person has time for me, even though they have an ever-growing list of responsibilities. The advice this person has given me has been invaluable. This person is always willing to spend time answering my questions, no matter how daft they have been." In second place, gives me great pleasure to announce Rosie Little, Quality Assurance Manager. Well done, Rosie. Good stuff. So the first place Mentor of the Year. In first place, this person's nominees said of them, "This person has been there for me every step of the way. They've been a great manager, leader, mentor, but more importantly, a great role model. Nothing is ever too much for this person, even when they are snowed under. Any issue that I have had or any help that I have required is fully explained in a calm and friendly manner. This person has been a key member in the branch, and we would all be lost without them." Some great statements. I'm proud to announce that the Mentor of the Year award goes to Matt Cook, Operations Manager, Voids. Congratulations, Matt. Well done. I'm sure your guys are going to be super proud of you. Well done, Matt. And now we move on to the Marcus Armstrong Award. This award is named after our dear friend Marcus, who sadly passed away whilst on our management trainee scheme. This award, which is nominated by the trainees for the trainee, who has been the great support to them on the scheme and ensures Marcus's legacy lives on. We were overwhelmed with nominations this year, but there was a clear winner with an outstanding 9 nominations from their peers. 9 nominations. But we have 3 awards. We have a third place Marcus Armstrong Award, second place, and we have first place. In third place, the nominees said of this person, "This person has been a second mentor to me. They are an all-round nice and truly genuine person, and anyone that speaks about them only ever has positive things to say. They embody Fortem's values and behaviours in anything they do, and I consider myself lucky to have worked alongside them for 6 months. This person was one of the few people that convinced me to join the scheme. I want to thank them for that." In third place, gives me great pleasure to say, third place, Marcus Armstrong Award goes to Ron Palmer. Well done, Ron. And now we move on to second place. In second place, statements said about this person. This person has a really good, hard-working ethos and always wants to get the job done perfectly. They show all the attributes of being a fantastic manager. Even if they have a lot of work on, they are always smiling and making people laugh. They've been a great, big help again this year at uni. Always has the time to help and talk about assignments and helps me with revision for exams. In second place, again, well done. In second place, Marcus Armstrong Award goes to Harry Ogilvy. Well done, Harry. Well done. Gives me great pleasure to make that award to you. Second place, well done. The first place Marcus Armstrong Award. In first place, statements said about this individual. This person always makes themselves available to others. They embody the Fortem values and are a genuinely kind person and leader. This person is always happy to volunteer and take charge of a task when others aren't feeling up to it. Everyone who knows this person speaks so highly of them. They are a valuable asset to the team. This person is always reliable, and whenever I have asked them for advice, they have always responded to me and helped out wherever possible. I see them not just as a work colleague, but as a true friend. This person excelled in leading the Trainee Challenge this year and has really created a strong team bond. You may have guessed it, but may not. The winner of the Marcus Armstrong Award this year goes to Stephen Lawrence. Well done, Stephen. Great effort. Great to be nominated by all your peers. Fantastic performance. Well done. Our next award is the Outstanding Contribution to the Trainee Challenge. This award is to recognise those who have provided invaluable support to our Trainee Challenges last year. As you all know, the Trainee Challenge is no easy feat, and it isn't for the faint-hearted. Support from the wider business is essential in allowing our trainees to deliver a successful project. There are 6 winners of the Outstanding Contribution Award this year. 6 winners, 6 people who have supported trainees to achieve their challenges. 6 people who have gone out of their way to give and allow these guys to achieve success. Our first winner is Marcus Cole's ARC Business Interiors. Well done, Marcus, and thank you very much for your support. Second, Aaron Evans, Apprentice at Birmingham. Thank you, Aaron. Tom Nicholson, Managing Quantity Surveyor Projects. Richard McKinnon, Assistant Site Manager Projects. Ryan Hill, Supervisor Orbit, Dexter Kingston. Marcus Coles, Aaron Evans, Tom Nicholson, Richard McKinnon, Ryan Hill, Dexter Kingston. Well done to all of you. Thank you all very, very much. And now onto our team challenge, the Trainee Challenge winners. So it's time for the highly anticipated Trainee Challenge Award, where our North, yay, Midlands, South trainee teams battle it out to undertake a local project that will add value to the community and leave a lasting legacy. So who will be crowned the winner? Let's first take a look at the projects undertaken last year.
And my name's Mike.
We're management trainees from Team South. For this year's challenge, we decided to approach the Orbit clients, see whether they had any projects that we could use. This is where we met with Kevin Brooks from Rugby Borough Council. He works for the On Track team and heads up the Browns Over Youth Hub. Hey!
As you can see, all 3 projects delivered fantastic results, and we were inundated with comments of appreciation from clients and community organisations. Every one of you as teams should be really pleased with what you've achieved. The Trainee Challenge winners are Team South! Congratulations to the team and everybody who has supported them. Well done, Team South. And now on to our graduating management trainees. We have 43 management trainees within our business. Amongst the chaos of 2020, which we're going to put well behind us, we have had 14 of our trainees graduate from the scheme. 5 months on, they're still finding their feet in their new roles, but they're putting what they learned into practice. We're so proud of each and every one of our graduates. Congratulations, and we wish every one of you success in the future. Please, let's celebrate those who are graduating today. Well done to all you graduates. We now move on to our final award of the ceremony, the coveted Management Trainee of the Year Award. All our trainees have submitted portfolios. They've answered questions from the board and had a one-to-one interview with Mick Williamson. And now, out of that process, one has been chosen. Out of all the graduating trainees, there are 4 finalists for Trainee of the Year this year. And it was remarkably close. It was remarkably close between them all. The finalists are Harry Flanagan, Steve Lawrence, Harry Steele, and Casey Turner. I'd like now to introduce our Managing Director, Mick Williamson, who will explain why the winner was chosen, and it will be Mick who will make the Trainee of the Year award. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I hope you're enjoying our very first virtual awards ceremony. Firstly, I'd like to thank all the management trainees for the commitment that they give to the business. I'm very proud of the difference you're all making. Congratulations to the 14 trainees that graduated this year and are embarking on their career with Fortem, and thank you to the 11 of those that submitted a portfolio. I love reading them all and seeing the journeys you've been on and the accomplishments you've achieved. As always, it's really difficult to shortlist because you've all done so much. I'd like to thank the panel of the board and Jake Hughes who scored all the portfolios to get to the final 4 of Harry Flanagan, Steve Lawrence, Casey Turner and Harry Steele. Those 4 were then interviewed over Teams by the panel, which was really nerve-wracking. But as if that wasn't enough to put them through, they then had a face-to-face interview with Mick. So I'll hand over to Mick to tell you the rest.
Thank you very much. Very difficult, this, to be honest. I wish we were doing this live. Sat in the basement of Keen's house with just a tripod in front of us with a camera on it, looking out the window behind with bloody motorbikes and everything going past, having to stop and start and stop and start. It's not the best way to do something, but we'll do our best because we're here to celebrate, obviously, the Management Trainee of the Year award. To explain the score in a little bit more detail, just to show the rigour we put into the process. Each of the 6 panellists were given a maximum of 80 marks to give for each candidate for the portfolio session. So a maximum of 480 marks could be gained for each of the candidates from the portfolios from the 6 judges. At the panel interview, each candidate could earn a maximum of 20 marks, so another 120 marks from each of the 6 judges, which takes it to 600. And then the final interview with myself, I was given a paltry 10 marks to award, which took the total to 610. That score was then averaged back down from the 610 score to give a score out of 110 per candidate. To give you some idea how tight it was this year, when that was aggregated back down, between the 1st position and the 4th position, there were 12 marks separating 4th and 1st, which is extremely close. So just shows the quality of the candidates this year, yet again, just as previous years. Exceptional individuals, so well done to you all for making it to the final. Unfortunately, as a result of how close it was, we didn't think it would be fair this year to give a highly commended award because we effectively had to give all 3 of the other finalists a highly commended because of how tight it was. So we thought we would only make 1 award this year, which would be to the winner, to recognise the winning individual in the face of very stern opposition. So going on to the winner, this is where it all gets very interesting in that we try and keep it generic. You all guess who the winner is going to be. To recognise an individual's what they've done to be recognised as the winning the Management Trainee of the Year, you have to start making it personal about what they've actually achieved, and you all know each other very well, so you guess who it is. But hey ho, that's where we are. On to the winner. So this individual has showed immense commitment to the business, perseverance, a go anywhere, do anything attitude throughout their traineeship. Excelled at every placement they've been in, so much so that a number of times the line managers they've been working for has petitioned Claire to keep them for another placement or even just keep them. And this individual's worked in nearly every department within Fortem. Really used the scheme to go and try everything, really. There's not many things I can think of they didn't try. Supported numerous charitable and community events throughout their traineeship. Including playing a big part in the trainee challenges and supporting them, and consistently goes above and beyond, which a lot of that could apply to all 4 of the candidates, but making that real for this individual, played a big part in helping turn around the performance of 2 of the branches over the past 12 months during COVID, reintroducing the daily disciplines and doing the basics brilliantly into the branches. Worked with Maisie and the MI and Nexus Nirvana teams to transform how we deliver and how we will deliver mobilisations in the future, and hopefully by the time this is shown we will have some news as to what we might be mobilising this year, and which is now captured in our processes and our mobilisation manual, and also in the training we provide at the Academy for mobilisation excellence. During COVID and the first lockdown, due to staff departures at a branch, took ownership of the office manager role in supporting that branch with 3 clients to deliver the service, whilst at the same time fully supporting the delivery of the repair service while doing the office manager role. In June, along with one of the other finalists today, one of the other trainee finalists today, I asked them to take over full responsibility for the management of the repair service at Stockport, due to the exit of the general manager, the operations manager, and the branch manager, the office branch manager. And they improved the performance up there, along with other members of that team and the supervisors. You know, they really demonstrated, when you talk about team ethic, boy, did they have it all the way through that lockdown. And as a team, they significantly improved the relationships with the 3 clients up there. The performance on the ground, both operationally and financially, they impacted on every area. And this individual was part of that team that made great strides forward. And continue to do so to this day, to be honest. In October, I asked this individual if they would go down to another of our branches at Birmingham to support there. That branch had a lot of challenges over the years. Good, high-performing branch, but I always thought it could do a little bit better. And asked this individual to take the learning down to Birmingham and impart it to our people down there and see what we could do, see if we could change anything. And it's fair to say that since October last year, up until the latest report, the performance report that came out last week, the performance on the ground of the repairs team has improved by just over 30% since October, again, during the middle of a pandemic and a lockdown. But even more pleasing for me, to be honest, in the performance is the impact this individual's had on the morale down at that branch. Along with other members of the Birmingham team and the new Ops Director, Katerina, and the existing employees have all gathered round, supported the changes, supported the reintroduction of the daily disciplines, and just, again, like I saw at Stockport, really worked as a team. So much so, as I said, that the performance on the ground, we've been there 13 years in Birmingham, and in 6 months, performance has improved by 30%, which is incredible, really, when you think about it. This achievement was recognised recently when this year's winner was promoted to Operations Manager for the Birmingham branch. Without further ado, I'd like to congratulate this year's Management Trainee of the Year winner, Casey Turner. Well done, Casey.
Congratulations, Casey, it's well deserved.
And congratulations to the other 3 finalists as well. It's always a privilege, a genuine privilege and a pleasure to sit down and read what you've achieved during your journey with Fortem, and some of the stuff that's been done. Not during your journey, but particularly over the past 12-14 months during a very, very difficult, unprecedented challenge of what is COVID. Just excelled, just like everybody across the business. Well done.
Thank you, Nick. So that's it for today. I just want to thank Jeff for hosting, thank everyone who's joined us, and congratulations to everyone who was nominated or has won an award. Hopefully the 2021 awards will be in real life. I'm busy trying to find whether we can hold them, and if we do, they'll be in November. So hopefully see you all again soon.
Yes, and Jeff tricked me, obviously. He never told me he was dressing up in a bow tie, etc. He always has to outgame me, doesn't he, at some point, but at least got a tie on. Anyway, well done to everybody. Enjoy your afternoon.
Congratulations everyone.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.